Welcome back, dear grade 10 students, and here we are going to continue the ideas of our chapter trigonometric functions. And now we are going to identify a trigonometric circle. So what's a trigonometric circle? The trigonometric circle is a circle whose radius is equal to 1 unit and whose center is O, 0, 0, which is the origin of the orthonormal system. So as you see here in the picture, this is a trigonometric circle. This represents a trigonometric circle. Here is the x-axis, here is the y-axis. Here is the origin O, that's 0, 0. Here is the start point. This is the positive sense we must use. We must move in the positive sense. And here is the negative sense if we are going to move in the negative sense. So the positive sense is actually anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, while the negative sense is with clockwise. So the starting point is marking an angle that measures 0 degrees, and as we reach this point here we measured 90 degrees. As we reached here we measure 180 degrees. Here we measure 270 degrees, and finally till here we measure 360 degrees. So as you notice, there are 4 quadrants in this circle. It's usually divided into 4 quadrants. The anti-clockwise, as I told you, that way is the positive sense, refers to the positive sense, and the clockwise direction, as you see here, refers to the negative sense. So you have to keep these very well in your mind. Now, how to mark endpoints of arcs or angles on a trigonometric circle? For example, if I have the arc AM that measures to pi over 3, which is equivalent to 60 as we've seen in the previous video, then how to plot the endpoint of this arc? And as I told you, the starting point is A, as you see here. So all what I have to do is to hold my protractor and to put the 0 line here and to measure 60 degrees in the positive sense, because the angle is given in positive. So if the angle is given in positive, I have to mark it in the positive sense. If it's given in negative, then I have to reverse my protractor and to mark it in the negative sense. Here is another example where the angle here measures 2 pi over 3, that's equivalent to 120. And let's make a little revision how to change it into degrees, because I'm going to use degrees in order to mark the angles using the protractor. Let's make a revision. 2 pi over 3 directly, as if I'm replacing pi by 180 and dividing by 3. So I will get 120. 180 by 3 is 60, or using the calculator you directly get 120. So by this way I can change directly into degrees. Now let's see how to mark the angle AOM. Again, it is in the positive sense because the angle is given positively. Then I put my protractor here and I see that is going to be in the second quadrant, because 120 is obtuse, it's greater than 90. Notice here 60 is acute angle, it's less than 90. That's why 60 belongs to the first quadrant, while 120 is greater than 90. That's why the endpoint belongs to the second quadrant. And let's remember, A here at 0 is the starting point. Let's continue. More examples. Plot the angle AOM that's equal to minus pi over 6, which is corresponding to minus 30. Replacing pi by 180 by 6, it is 30. Now we are going to move in the negative sense because the angle is given in negative sign. So we put the protractor in the downward sense and we mark in the negative sense, and here we go with minus 30 as you see. And this angle is minus 5 pi over 6, which is corresponding to minus 150. So again, minus 150 is gonna be here. So it is in the third quadrant, okay, because here is, for example, minus 90, then minus 150 is going to be here. While here, if here is minus 90, then minus 30 should be in this fourth quadrant.